So hey guys, welcome to the Sunday live stream. If you're in the server live right now, you'll be able to participate, ask questions, and ask me to chart out specific tickers. If you're watching on YouTube, you're gonna get all this information delayed, so I highly recommend going in the description and clicking the link to join the server. It costs nothing to come and join the Sunday live streams, and membership is separate from that. So let's get right into our watch this week. First is Apple. This has been on our watch for like 3 weeks now. We finally got some movement in it. A nice little break of our wedge here. But now we're knocking off resistance here. I'm hoping to bounce back and retest it. Mainly because we have so many support lines underneath. We have 120 here. We have 119 here. We have trend support here. And then we have our 13 EMA right below as well. So it just looks like it can regain that strength it needs to push above this resistance level. Apps is another one I gotta watch on. It looks like this is in the process of breaking up. Obviously a break of like that 46 area will confirm it, but we might get in early around this like 44.50 area just to try to get that extra $1.50 in movement, which is like a little bit more for apps since apps is cheaper. The option chain isn't too bad on this one, but liquidity might be an issue, so this might end up being an equity play. We'll see. Blink, I do not believe in this company's fundamentals at all, but you're supposed to adapt in the market, and since everyone is riding this electric vehicle hype craze, Blink is sort of included in that, and we got this nice little flag break on the daily, so we should be able to see a nice little push up as sort of momentum comes back in and people start buying this up again. But as like a disclaimer, I don't believe in this company at all. So we have Costco, just this nice little channel that we got going on. Looks like we're about to knock off trend support right here, along with ER coming up on the 10th. So this will be a shorter trade, maybe a day trade, or we'll ride it post ER and see what we could do with this channel here. Looks like a pretty good area to add though, especially because we have support also at like this 372, 373 area. Fastly, sold this way too early, but it looks like we're going to be getting a second chance. We closed above support right here, or resistance right here, and it looks like we're going to start to make the churn back up to this gap area. Once we enter this gap, we have a massive fill all the way up to like the 120s, so we'll be able to play it in the midst of that as well. But for right now, playing this little shorter move up to the 94 gap is probably what we're looking at. Microsoft, we got a larger wedge here, but then a smaller one inside, so it looks like we're going to get a break of the smaller one, hopefully a break of the larger one, and I'm targeting this 161 fib level as a sort of price target. Again, if we break this and then fail this pattern, we'll still get a nice little profit in, so I'm not too worried about that. Next on the list is NVDA. We've been watching this wedge on NVIDIA for a while now. It's nice to see it finally squeezing this tight. Again, using this fib level as support, I think we break through this top trend line and revisit all-time highs. QQQ, SPY, and TLT I'm going to leave for the end, but SQ is next. You got this nice little channel going on, support right below. The tiniest of flag breaks on the daily. If you lower the time frame, it's easier to see. But as for right now, this is sort of what I'm looking at. I'm looking to sort of make another move up to all-time highs, and that's a nice little profit that we could scalp off. Next, we're gonna go over Tesla. Tesla, we ran this wedge break from way back when, and we were able to get this entire move in. Right now we're sitting right under 600, which might prove to be a psychological resistance for many traders. For us, though, we're just going to sort of wait and see what happens. These levels do get kind of precarious, especially because our last revisit was all the way down at 540. So our risk is kind of tight if we want to play this. I'm hoping to see some consolidation here, maybe build a ascending triangle up on the 600 level, and then a break. That would look great. Otherwise, Tesla's pretty high right now anyway, so I'm not too worried about this one. Like, I'm okay with skipping this trade. To go back to broad market, if we look at QQQ, Sitting at this like all-time high revisit right now, which is actually pretty healthy for the market. It allows us to lever off this line, or if we lose this line, we have some support lines below, around like 300 first of all as a psychological one and as a technical one, and then 297 right below that. So I'm not too worried about any sort of big crashes, which I went over in member chat when what was his name, Cam asked. So if you caught that, it's basically the same thoughts. Same thing with SPY. Again, I'm just not too worried because we levered off this top trend support. And as we could just ride this up and that'll be completely healthy for the market. Even if we do lose this, we have supports below at 364 and then lower down at 360, 359-ish, and as well as this bottom trend support. Unless we lose this lower line, really not worried at all about a big crash. Pullbacks for sure. Pullbacks are periodic, they happen in any market, but I'm not worried about revisiting like even 320. Like I feel like that's very, very unlikely. TLT, same pattern that we've had drawn the past couple weeks. Looks like it's actually falling out of it a little bit now, but just be careful, it could rubber band, come back up, and with a spike in TLT we might see some lesser buying in other asset prices, meaning SPY will move slower, and pullbacks will be easier for short sellers to achieve. Other than that, though, that's all I got on my watch. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I highly recommend you come join the room so you can watch this live, ask questions, and participate all for free, as well as getting this data the day I release it. We have a pretty good hit rate on our weekly watch list, but again, if you want to be more interactive, just come into the server.